And I'll give you a 5-minute warning, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, good evening, my 9th grade English class. My name is Ms. Trastoy. So today we're going to be discussing T's. We've been covering that book, we just finished it. So we're going to be talking about the reader's response lens, which is, I have a little presentation set up for you. But to begin, I'd just like to ask a question. So how many of you guys were able to make personal connections with the text, with T's, by a show of hands? Okay, good. So another question, for me, I always tend to remember more of my reaction to something rather than something by specific details. So like over time, I would remember things by my reaction and my feeling or experience with a certain movie or TV show or whatever that be. Do you guys feel that that's somehow, okay, that relates to you too? Well, we're gonna get started with reader's response, but you guys might already be familiar with this lens. So there's 3 ways to make connections to a text. And here we have examples: text to text, text to self, text to world. So the reader's response lens is most similar to text to self. And what is text to self? So this might be a review for some of you. It's connections that are highly personal connections a reader makes between a piece of reading material and their own life experience. And this is just one question that it's really good to think about when you're considering text to self. So how do the ideas in this text relate to your own life ideas and experiences? Reader's response lens is a lot like that, but it's just a little bit deeper. So when you think about reader's response lens, it's like it's in terms like of a transactional analysis of a text. So like when you go shopping or when you do anything, you're making an exchange with something. So it's not that you're just taking from the text. There's a lot of criticism about this reader's response online that just states that reader's response is when you kind of like completely dismiss what the text is saying and kind of just base it on your own feelings. But it's this reader's response tells us it's a transaction. So it's the text is shaping your experience as well as you're shaping the text by your own experience. Are you guys with me? Mm-hmm. Make sense? Okay. Mm-hmm. So I put this cute little icon there so it can make sense that you're making a transaction. And here is a diagram of the reader's response. So here's the meaning that you make of it, right? And so you're the reader. Your experiences, who you are, your ethnicity, your cultural background, everything that makes you you is what's helping you to shape meaning. But that doesn't just stay there, right? So the text is also shaping your meaning, so you're learning something from the text as well. So it's kind of like, it's an even exchange. So here I have readers make transactions with text and connecting their life experiences and perspectives to the textual features of a text. So just making that clear. So this is kind of a way that I like to think of it. Your experiences, it's kind of like reader's responses is kind of like an instrument, right? When you think of your lessons, the things that you practice, everything that you kind of have like to practice to play an instrument, it's your experience and your lessons, and that instrument is what's going to help you make that music play. So it's like they both have that influence. Your experiences and lessons in life as well as the instrument itself. And this is another one. It might make you guys laugh, I'm not sure. Or you can think of it in this way. Do you guys know Wilson? Yeah. Okay, so this is from Castaway. I kind of thought about this because reader's response, it's kind of like, I don't remember the main character's name, but he's literally taking that volleyball and he's putting his entire experience. He's like putting his own blood on that volleyball to make that experience connection with that item. And in a sense, reader's response is like you're putting your blood on that text because you're using everything that you've learned and all of that to kind of make that relation with the text. So it's kind of like you're putting your blood on the text, but not literally, so don't do that. So in order to go further, right, before we conclude what like reader's response is, it's making connections, right? I want you guys to think of it in a sense of being an actor. When an actor takes a script, they have that script and they read it. And I read something online that I think it was like Jessica Alba said that I just read the script and then I go with it. I improv. I do what I have to do. So in a sense, you as a reader are making an interpretation of that text and putting it in that experience just like an actor takes a script and reads. So this is why I'm going to need everyone's participation for this activity that we're doing. We're going to be doing sort of a role play with scenes that I selected from the text. So you guys are all going to be having a role in this, and you're going to be choosing whichever one. So these are the instructions. There's a scene in a character assignment that you'll be allowed to choose. You're going to read over the dialogue with your partners, and you're going to make a short skit, kind of like using your own interpretations. There's a beginning and an end to the dialogue that you're going to see, but I want you guys to be able to kind of like use what you know and how you would feel in that situation or whatever influences you have to kind of make that role yours. You follow me? Okay. So let's do this. So here are some of the scenes does everyone have their text with them? Okay, so here are some of the scenes that I picked out from the text. Here we have scene 1, the talk with Teresa, and it begins, I really don't want to talk about that weekend, and ends, kind of on page 164. So I'll give you a moment or two to think which one you might want to play, and then just give you just like 10 seconds to just look this over, and then I'll call out which ones you'd like to do. Okay, so scene 1 for Talk with Teresa. Do I have any volunteers to play Sarah in that scene?
In scene 1?
In scene 1, yeah. Anyone for Sarah and Teresa?
I'll do it.
Okay, Jessica and...
We'll
Okay, Amanda. Okay, so you guys will work that out. So you guys can just get out your text and you're going to begin working from that page and that page to create a sort of role for that.
Okay.
Okay, so next for scene 2, Heartbroken Sarah. Don't worry, it's not that awkward, I promise you. So Dylan and Sarah.
We'll take that one.
Okay, so let's take that one. Cool, that's good. Scene 3 for Mother-Daughter Talk, Sarah and her mom. I need 2 participants for that one.
We'll do that one.
Okay. And last one, scene 4, Dylan's last words. Dylan and Sarah. Do you guys mind? Okay. Stephanie, thank you. All right, so you guys will do that. Scene 4. So you guys can get comfortable, work wherever you want. Oh.
I don't have a role.
Okay, Matthew, you don't have a role.
We could do the 3-person one at the bottom.
Okay, so that's 3 persons. So why don't you get there? But you might need a 3rd person because it's also mom and dad. But maybe I sort of can work. Well, you guys can work that out in your groups. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and move to each other. You guys have about. I'm gonna check the time to just tell you how much time you have to say that. Okay, so you have about 3 or 4 minutes to get that worked out. It's okay if it's really loud in here. hall?
We'd be given why don't you? Yeah.
It's 272. Natalie comes back and that's why.
Oh.
So, Natalie's the lawyer, right? If somebody's gonna double up on roles, it should be that one.
So it's the same, like, thing.
So we're just saying the dialogue, right?
Yes.
Alright, so we should talk about the dialogue. We're just trying to both be. Okay, so what do you guys want?
Yeah, you got parents?
Sure.
Okay, what do you want? I'll take Sarah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you guys 1 more minute to wrap up your thoughts.
So,
Is that good?
yeah.
Okay.
Some sort of information, missing.
What do we have?
Shit.
Okay, right there. There, easy to overline that.
Okay, so we're gonna get rocked up for the sake of time. So we're gonna go in order of these scenes. So that means Jessica and Amanda will be going first. So if you know that your scene is next, just get ready to present, because we're gonna have to zoom past it so we can just process it at the end. So scene 1, talk to Teresa. Would you guys want to stay where you are seated or is
Yeah, we'll stay here.
Okay. And action.
I don't want to talk about that weekend.
You have to, you know it's gonna come up.
Guess so.
Well, how did you feel?
Then, now,
Then?
like shit.
Okay, well, how do you feel now?
Like shit.
Okay, good job, okay. So next scene, scene 2, heartbroken Sarah. Did anyone choose that one?
Yeah, we
We did,
Okay.
but we had a technological malfunction. Can you come back to us?
Yes, we'll come back to you. Okay, scene 3 for the mother and daughter calling. So you get, be loud and clear so everyone can hear you.
Okay. Do you think you would let me read it?
Why?
I spent the last 6 months just wondering, if I could read it or not. You don't have to talk to me, Sarah. You're growing up so fast, I know. I know you have a life outside this house. I know things are complicated. I thought it might be easier to tell me, but you don't have to. You know that I love you, right? And I'm proud of you for doing this thing. I don't like what happened, I'm on your side, I'm your mom. I'll always be on your side. The idea of you ever wanting to kill, of ever doing something like what Emma did, I just don't know how I'd be able to go on.
Okay. All right, good. So we'll go on to the next one. We'll save you guys for last. So for the letter controversy.
Why don't you go in the conference room and work on the letter while I talk to your parents?
I need my laptop.
No, you don't.
Okay.
There's a room across the hall, you know the one.
Can't I,
Oh, what is it?
can't someone else write something and I can just read it, like you? Couldn't you just tell me what to say?
It's still optional.
Absolutely not. You owe everyone an apology, young lady, and you're going to make it yourself. I'm sick of this whining. You and your friends and your pranks, and now a girl is dead and you have avoided a trial and jail time by this much. She wasn't going to jail. Take responsibility, young lady. It's time to grow up. Can't you see that you've been acting like a child?
You're acting like a child. You don't know anything. You're never here. Neither of you. You act like you know what happened. You act like you know who I am or what I did, but you don't.
I can't work with this.
No, that's not me.
Sorry.
I can't work with this. This is ridiculous. Can't you? Oh no, it is you.
It is me.
I wrote down.
Damn it, Eric. I can't work with this. This is ridiculous. Can't you make her behave?
This is me.
Yes, it is.
Maybe I am a child, Dad. Did you ever think of that? Maybe I'd know how to grow up if anyone ever taught me how.
And scene. Well, that was interesting. You guys all switched genders for that scene. All right, so we're gonna go to the last one, which is Heartbroken Sarah, right?
Sarah, I didn't mean to hurt you. It's such a cliche, such a lifetime movie moment. I don't even know what to do at first. Tears leap into my eyes and they stink. Everything about this stinks. He doesn't deserve to see me cry. He doesn't even deserve for his apology to be accepted. He definitely doesn't deserve for me to want him to kiss me right now, but that is totally what I want. I want him to wrap his arms around me and lean us into the earth science shelves and forget any of this ever happened. Instead, I say pathetically, don't you like me anymore?
You just, I don't know, Sarah. Did you even like me? It's not like you were ever around that much.
No, that's right. I don't know what to say to this. I want to scream or cry or something, say anything, if only to keep him talking, but I can't figure out how to respond. I hold my breath, literally hoping he'll say more. I mean, you were always with... Oh, wait, that's here. Right there.
I mean, you were always with Brielle. You didn't even really need me.
I needed you not to cheat on me.
I know. I'm sorry about that. Well, that's what I wanted to say, okay? That I'm sorry, and you should really leave Emma alone now. She's just really sensitive, and you guys are pretty harsh. She didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up now. You guys did a good job. I know for the sake of time, I know you guys really did want to get up and start swinging things around, but you guys couldn't. I understand. But I think you guys hopefully got the concept, and just considering the dialogue, the diagram of the reader's response lens, and how when reading something you are making meaning, and even though you guys we're not able to get around and do your crazy stuff, you still hopefully got it with your role play activities. All right, thank you.